Well guys, today's a bit of a road trip day. Should be a fun one. So I know I've been saying for a while I got a crate motor for the Plymouth, which is back in the garage. The whole reason I detailed up the engine bay and all that was for putting a nice minty motor in there. So it's in. I got to run down and pick it up. So Danny's coming. That's nice. Anyways, I went and picked up the old dray truck from Murr. He was borrowing it. Half ton, big block, long bed. I washed her down. It's a motor and trans, so the crate's pretty big. So I think what we're gonna do, we'll head down there, we'll get her all loaded up, we'll film a bit of that, and once we get back to home base here, we'll talk about what it is and who's all involved, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned, it's gonna be a fun one. All right, so my camera had a moment there. I've got the most expensive stuff. It's actually a piece of junk GoPro, but so the Sobering boys, they helped out big time with getting this thing here. Go to Danny's channel, go to Sobering Boys channel. They're filming, they got it all. I missed it. I think we're gonna slice this thing open real quick and see exactly what it looks like. Crate motor, I'm stoked. We're out of here. We're locked and loaded.
You didn't even let me put my seatbelt on. You just said, film this.
I don't care. I got a new motor. I'm ready to get home.
So you have a new girlfriend. Her name is 440.
Right now, if there was an option, don't ask the question. Oh. I don't want you to be upset. Anyways, so we're gonna get home. I want to uncrate it and at least take the kind of sides and the top off, and then we'll kind of go over what the thing is and how it all kind of came about. And again, thanks again to the Sobering boys for helping out with the shipping. They're a bunch of good dudes, and I think that's it. I kind of feel hungry now that the anxiousness is gone.
I could go for some nugs.
I was saying grilled cheese sandwich that you were making.
Oh, we have nothing for that at home. We'll have to stop on the way.
See you guys in a bit. All right, so we're home. We've got the crate motor and transmission here, and I wanted to give you a little bit of backstory here because I'm sure this video has just gone viral and there's a bunch of new people here. So I bought this 68 Satellite last summer-ish, I think. It was a rough car, but solid in all the right places. It had a blown motor, 318 when I got it, and a junk transmission, which I knew. So I brought her home and ripped all that out right away. Well, I tried to get it unstuck, didn't work out. Ripped that out, and then I went and picked up a 383 right there in the garbage bag. Obviously, it's not in the car right now. So that I bought it, my fault. I took a guy for his word. There was a good running motor. Turns out it was not. It was junk. A whole story about that. Anyways, I put those videos out. Another YouTube channel, coached a lot of reaction, actually reached out and said, hey, I got a 440 for you. I said, don't worry about it, like I'm not, you know, not looking for things or whatever. Well, old Big Easy and Bobo and Jake there, they insisted. So who am I to say no to a free motor? So I said, okay. That was in, it's like December or something like that. A bunch of kind of life happens. Anyways, the motor's here today. So in this crate is a 440 that was originally in a 73, 4, 5, something like that, New Yorker. I'm not really too sure, but apparently it wasn't the original motor for it. So we're gonna see exactly what the heck this thing is. So it's a 440, 4-barrel with a 727, and I don't know, I think drive shaft, a few of the little odds and ends from this rotted out parts car. So guys, really appreciate the help there. And yeah, we're gonna start taking this thing apart. Now apparently, there's like 300 screws in this thing. So we're gonna set the laps up, we're gonna start dismantling it, we're gonna take the box kind of all apart, see what we got. We're gonna kind of degrease it, go take it to the car wash, get it all cleaned up, so I can pull it out and start painting it. So we're gonna do that on laps here. If you wanna go check Danny's channel, she's gonna do the really in-depth of watching me struggle and give her on this crate.
Queen DD Speed Shop.
Crate, yeah, Queen D, go check her out. All right, let's get after it. Well, we got the lid off. Came with a dyno sheet. They really make some power. No, they did a hell of a job wrapping this thing. I got free ratchet strap. All sorts of miscellaneous goods. I don't know what's all down there. A couple of signs. The radiator out of the, whatever it was. It looks giant. Hopefully we'll make that fit. And that box is for Danny. Got exhaust, drive shaft. Basically everything you need. And look at all these screws I'm going to get to keep. All right, I'm going to back to work. Man, they did not skimp on lumber.
Recording.
So, slight change of plan. It's hard to get the sides off of this crate, so we got it kind of dismantled. I'm going to lift the motor, which is kind of hovering, drive the truck away, leave it hovering, get the crate out, motor back in, then we can go wash it. Actually, probably supposed to. Oh. Okay. Can you just kind of like hold the tailgate and we drive away from it?
Okay.
Oh. We got the crane on the hitch. You boned it, Danielle.
How did I bone it? You put it there. That's on you, man.
Frustration is taking over.
Wow. Easy, easy. Safety bird.
I think it'll be fine.
Only one wheel's on the ground, hey?
There's a bunch.
Okay.
You hold tailgate?
Yeah. Do I hold it and like follow you or let it drop?
Just so it doesn't smash into the thing. Like, let it fall down though.
Okay. Oh god. Yeah. Whew, that was nerve-wracking. Not gonna lie, I thought the whole thing was gonna go there for a second.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Is it? Alright,
Alright, so the motor's we got the crate tank cleaned up. We're just gonna drive away from this, back into this thing, and then see the car wash. Pushed right in the spot.
Was not expecting you to do that, I'm not gonna lie.
What a schmozzle.
It's a schmozzle.
Alright, well. Alright, back in the garage. I gotta say, so we went to the car wash. It was $8 and they had hot water to pressure wash this motor and all the mess remained there. I don't know why I've been doing this in my driveway like an idiot. Someone should have told me that. Anyways, so we got her home. It's all degreased, it's cleaned. I pulled the distributor. The valve covers are loose. I pulled like the heat shield, stuff like that off the exhaust. I pulled the old motor mounts, which I'm not going to use. I pulled the water pump, just kind of stripped it down. So what I think I'm going to do, starters out, I'm going to fog the motor orange, Hemi orange, that's what I'm going to do. I'll show you the number here. This is actually a F, I don't know if it shows up, F440 HP. So the whole deal was, this motor was not the original motor to that car. The heads, I think, are, but the short block was not. So at some point in its life, it had been switched out and painted this kind of whatever. So a 70 block would have been orange, so we're going to paint it orange. That's what I want to do. Now, I have valve cover gaskets, I have intake gasket, I have an oil pan gasket, I have all those gaskets. I'm going to paint it all first. The valve covers I want to take off. I'll work on them a little bit tomorrow. I want to take these tabs off, ground down, sand, make it look nice. You're actually going to see that. But I'm going to fog everything while I can. It's up in the air. Give it a nice misting of it. And I'll paint a few things black that, I mean, I can get to easy. I'm not going to go crazy. I don't want to take this thing too much further apart than I already have to. So they're all fogged one color, and then I can do little touch-ups as it goes after. And let it dry. I still got to do other things. I got to put a bunch of stuff away. I got that giant crate. Oh, that crate. But, so I got to put that in the back of the truck and deal with it. Throw it in some sort of BFI or burn it or I don't know what. But, pretty stoked, I got to say. I got to go on the other motor and get the motor mounts of the 383. Hopefully that'll all work out. And just, yeah, kind of go from there. I'm not going to take the exhaust manifolds out. I'm just going to kind of paint around it. It'll burn off. It'll do what it has to do. It's going to be perfect. Far from perfect, but perfect from afar. But it'll all be one color. It'll look good in the motor. I'll have that carburetor on top. Down the road, I'll probably change the intake manifold. I'll probably put headers on, all those things. But for now, staying like this, I want this damn thing to drive. Alright? Watch me suffer. Well, I think this is where I'm going to leave it for tonight. I just set the valve covers on. I had them off. I kind of scuffed them, and I kind of high build primer them to take some of the lumpiness out. Those might be done down the road again. But everything's orange. I went through like 2 or 2.5 cans. There's still a little bit left. Man, the Hemi orange does not cover as well as the Chevy orange. What's up with that, Mopar guys? But I'm going to let this set now overnight because we got the water pump out. There's obviously nothing. There's no valley pen or whatever in there. So we'll let it all dry. Tomorrow I can take that off, put the valley pan in. I have to put an oil pan gasket on it. I put the water pump in, valve cover gaskets, do all that. I do have freeze plugs, so I'll probably put those in. Looks like it's missing a couple bolts, motor trans, so I'll do that. I'll just double check torque converter bolts, just give it a once over. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. but it's out right now, and now is the time to do it instead of what's in the car, which I've learned. So I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for a night. We'll be back at it tomorrow. Like I said, we'll put a few last little things on. We'll have this thing looking nice and shiny, and then that's what end that video. I gotta convince Mur to come over and help me wrestle this thing in, but I'm beat. It's been a long day, a lot of screwing around, and we're actually live streaming, so I got to relax with you guys for the next hour and a half, and then I'm probably going right to bed. All right, see you guys tomorrow. What's up, guys? Next day. Been slugging along in this big black Dodge. I changed all the freeze plugs because the ones that were in there were schmingled. The second I touched them, like, look at this, I knocked right through. Like, usually, yeah, I'm in there, you just kind of push one side and pop them out. This was, like, paper thin. So it's a good thing I changed them. There was some wheat marks on it, which they warned me about. So we got new ones in, I put a little sealant on them, pounded them in, we're good there. I pulled all my miscellaneous packages out, so I got a water pump, I got a new oil pump, so I'm going to paint those on the bench real quick. New valley pan gasket, and oil pan gasket, intake gasket. I thought I had valve cover gaskets, but I don't. Well, I can't find them. So anyways, I'm just going to slap on an oil pan gasket real quick. We're going to put the water pump in, put the starter back on. We're just going to make this thing look exactly how it's going to be before it goes in. I'm going to do the intake and valve covers once it's in the car. Mostly because it's supported by the intake manifold. And I don't want to put it down and all, like, I'm going to have the oil panel nicely painted and stuff like that. I got big cans of brake clean. We're just going to clean it all up, and then, yeah, hopefully, over here, this is my $500 3D3, is all I got out of it, a set of motor mounts, which will work on this B-body. So I'll slap those on, and there's no transmission mount. I do have a couple of miscellaneous transmissions here, also with no mount. So looks like I'm going to have to get a mount tomorrow. But I'm going to see if I can plead with Mur to come over, and we'll see if we can slide this in seamlessly. I just don't want to smash my firewall. So we'll see what happens. But that's where we're leaving for right now. I'll probably bring it back when it's all kind of done and looking nice and gleaming and shiny and all mint. And then we'll end the video, and then I'm going to start right away putting this thing in. That'll be the next one for you guys to watch. Deal? See you in a bit. I don't know where I left it off, because Mur stopped by. He's out of uniform. Where's the Mur shirt?
Sorry.
So anyways, water pump's on, oil pump's on, motor mounts are on, starter's on? I don't know where I left it. Oil pan is off. It looks like it was full of Marble Mystery Oil or something like that. That's what it smelled like, which is awesome. So it's clean. I took that off. I got the gasket surface all cleaned. What I like to do is the oil pan, I clean it real good, and I actually just put a little smear of silicone on so the gasket's actually stuck to the pan. That way down the road, if you ever want to take the oil pan off, it sticks to the pan, not the block. But that's where I'm leaving it. I'm going to slap that sucker on. Yeah, it's been a busy couple of days. Today I spent a bunch of time screwing around. I'm tired already. And really what's happening, and you guys can blame Mur for this, he stopped by and had an hour to kill. So what we're going to do, I'm going to slam this oil pan on, and we're going to wrestle this motor in right now. But that's our next video, which you guys are going to want to watch. So, thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Thanks everyone who helped out. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks for being along for the ride. Now let's get this motor in this hot rod. See you tomorrow.